Hello again, Struck. Happy holidays from me to all of you out there. I hope you've enjoyed your Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate in your area. As you know, January is almost here, and game dev studios will be jumpstarting the year with a ton of high profile and not so high profile releases. This video would be for those high profile releases. There's a ton of releases in January 2023, but this one focuses on ones that I think are AAA titles, or at least have enough hype around them or expectations around them for me to consider them high profile. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. There will be more for the not so known, not so popular releases, and there will be also videos for the quarterly and for the half year important releases based on my taste. So buckle up, I hope you enjoyed, and let's go. This list will be in chronological order of release date except for the first title. The first title is the one I'm the most excited about and I have the biggest desire to play. I will be pre-ordering the game very shortly as soon as I've ordered next month my power supply and maybe Diablo 4 and this game, we'll see. Diablo 4 will be probably waiting before I pre-order this, but this game I really want to play. Forspoken. By Luminous Productions, a game a long time in the making with the Luminous technology. Published by Square Enix, as are other games with the Luminous Productions studio behind them. A lot of exploration, a lot of parkour, open world, a female protagonist based on actress Ella Balinska. And in general, it looks amazingly fun. You have various types of abilities. Some come from the bracelet you use. And yeah, it's overall amazing from the looks of it. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but if you love open world exploration, if you love getting lost, if you like doing various challenges and completing stuff, all sorts of points of interest, the game has you covered. The marketing hasn't been stellar when it comes to this game. There has been a lot of cringeworthy moments in the marketing of this game. But hopefully it doesn't flop. I personally would find it good. And just when I got my new GPU, I should be able to play it properly without any performance issues. From here on, we are going in chronological order, as I mentioned. Gatewalkers is a game that's probably not what one would consider as high profile. It's not a AAA title, it's an indie title, developed and published by A2 Softworks. I played the demo, I was severely disappointed. But that doesn't mean that the game won't generate a lot of hype, because it's yet another Diablo-style action RPG out there with interesting itemization, customization, and content. Whether you guys out there and gals would enjoy it remains to be seen. I personally was severely disappointed, but I can see how the game has its own charm and some people would enjoy it. It's a cooperative action RPG game with survival elements where players travel across different worlds in order to save their own. Explore procedurally generated worlds, face hostile inhabitants, face challenges like extreme weather condition, toxic atmosphere, and so on. Overall, I think this game will find its audience. Definitely it won't be a big, massive audience, but it will find enough people who like it. There was a demo recently ongoing. I played a beta test or an alpha test some time ago, but there was recently a more recent demo. Maybe some of you out there even tried it. 12th of January 2023 for Gatewalkers. Moving on to another massive release. One Piece Odyssey. A brand new RPG set in the world of the popular anime and manga One Piece. Play as members of the Straw Hat Crew in a fantastic adventure set in the One Piece world. There's gonna be some turn-based combat. It's gonna be story-rich. It's gonna be funny, obviously. There's apparently an open world, and it's party-based RPG. So modern party-based action RPG with, mind you, turn-based combat. So it's action RPG in the way you explore, but the combat is turn-based. So again, modern JRPG. It looks fun. It looks amazing. I love the art style. It's amazing, that art style that they've got. Developed by ILCA or ILCA Inc. published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. One Piece Odyssey will be probably the JRPG of the month. It's commemorating the 25th anniversary of the series. So that series, it's still ongoing. 1,000+ episodes out there. There aren't that many animes that have been ongoing for this long. And yeah, the One Piece Odyssey game should definitely be something for the fans of the series to enjoy on the 13th of January 2023 when it comes out. Next comes maybe not one but 2-in-1 title. In fact, the trailer you're seeing is a 3-in-1 trailer for 3 Persona games. I'm gonna list Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden. Persona 3 Portable is coming on the 19th of January 2023, developed by Atlas, published by Sega, on Steam, as well as other platforms. But it's better if I just give you the list. So Persona 3 Portable is Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, then Windows Store, Steam, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch. Then there's Persona 4 Golden that is already available on Steam, but will be available as well as on Game Pass, XS Series, One, Xbox, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and the Microsoft Store on the 19th of January, the same date Persona 3 Portable releases. There's also Persona 5 Royal that released in October, available on all those platforms I've mentioned, except instead of PlayStation 4, it lists 5. So yeah, if you're fans of the Persona series, you might be interested in the 19th of January release of Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden for non-Steam platforms. And Persona 5 Royal already available. Many of you probably already played it on all the platforms mentioned. Next up is a game that does not have a Steam page, a Steam release. Tortuga, A Pirate's Tale. Which I'm not sure if it's a remake, remaster, reboot, but it's a famous series developed by Gaming Mind Studios, published by Calypso Media, coming on the Epic Store. You don't see the release date, but I managed to dig it, the 19th of January 2023, for the Epic Store on PC as well as Xbox XS1 and PlayStation 5 4. Tortuga Pirates Tale tells the journey of a pirate captain with a lust for gold and glory who assumes command of a fleet of pirate ships to strike the Caribbean. There's a lot of stuff to expect. You become the pirate of all pirates, raid and voyage the Caribbean Sea, engage in tactical naval battles, upgrade your fleet, meet your crew's needs, parlay with infamous pirate legends, command historical ships, which features 18 unique types of ships such as Ship of the Line, Frigate, War Galleon, and many more. And you also drown in quests, sink with more than 25 hours into stories set in the golden age of piracy. The world is your oyster after all. Governors and fellow pirate companions provide you with valuable quest lines where a few doubloons can be made. Also, don't forget to seek out the Walkout Tavern and eavesdrop on the latest rumors. Bottle of rum loosens the tongue, showing the way to treasures otherwise hidden. So yeah, the game looks promising, looks fun, looks visually nice. I like those turn-based hex grid tactical combat. I mean, if I get the key for the game, I'll try to squeeze in some time to play it before Forspoken launches. I think it might be one of the hidden gems of the month in terms of quality and enjoyment it could provide. Next up, we have a game exclusive to the Switch, to the Nintendo Switch platform. Fire Emblem Engage. The next Fire Emblem game will be releasing on the 20th of January 2023, and as I mentioned, Switch only. Developed by Intelligent Systems, the game seems impressive. The Divine Dragon awakes. In a war against the Fell Dragon, 4 kingdoms work together with heroes from other worlds to seal away this great evil. 1,000 years later, this seal has awakened and the Fell Dragon is about to reawaken. As a Divine Dragon, use rich strategies and robust customization to meet your destiny, to collect 12 Emblem rings and bring peace back to the continent of Helios. So you'll be teaming up with iconic heroes from past Fire Emblem games. You will be summoning valiant heroes like Mart and Celia with the power of Emblem rings and adding their power to yours in this brand new Fire Emblem story. So there's Emblem Emblem Ike, Emblem Makea, I don't know how to pronounce it, Emblem Lucina, Emblem Corin, Emblem Violet, and many, many more. Emblem Roy, Emblem Leaf, Sigurd, Celica, Mart, and so on. Overall, there's also new faces. Alier, successor to the Divine Dragon, awoken from a long sleep, summons emblems to lead the world to peace. I'd rather not review too much information, but I think the game is definitely worth checking, giving it a go if you have the Switch platform and if you love that type of turn-based tactical combat. Next up, we have another not so popular game, but I think it will still generate hype among the people who are followers of the series. Neptunia, Sisters versus Sisters. I tried a Neptunia game once. I didn't really like it. It wasn't my cup of tea. But I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people out there. If the series is ongoing still and they're making new games in the series, I'm sure there will be more people to enjoy this modern day action RPG, JRPG anime-based game. With game industry on the brink of destruction, Nepgear and the candidates must band together and restore order. Neptunia Sister vs. Sisters is an action RPG set in the vibrant world of game industry. Hack and slash your way through hordes of dangerous enemies found in the many dungeons throughout the land, while trying to defeat a mysterious new phenomenon that threatens life itself. Lead the goddess candidates, the younger sisters of the four goddesses of game industry, through their first adventure to save the world. There's gonna be a lot of combos. You would be also getting the plain Neptune Duke, and there's also a lot of people chirping, like using the Chirper social network. And there's Match Game 23. On the battlefield, you can have 3 party members out at a time. Match up your team members with a partner for stat increases and elemental bonuses. The stronger the bond, the better the bonus. Overall, it seems like a fun game for those who like the genre, and I think they would enjoy it. On the 24th of January 2023, it's coming, developed by Idea Factory and Compile Heart, published by Idea Factory International. Next up is another game that might not be as high profile for everyone out there, but I believe since it's free to play, it will probably get a lot of people testing it. Warlander. Harness the almighty powers of godlike warriors, clerics, and mages with a unique style that mashes a medieval-inspired setting, fantastical items and abilities, and even powerful robots. Master siege weapons and cataclysmic spells to control the battlefield and destroy the opponents. So apparently this game is innovative genre hybrid. Across its 2-army battle and 5-army battle game modes, Warlander combines the tactical team fighting of a modern-day MOBA, the knockout-style gameplay of a battle royale, a smooth blend of third-person hack and slash and range combat, and a touch of 4X-inspired strategic diplomacy, all within large-scale battles of up to 100 players, which is the main selling point of the game, the gameplay itself, the setting, the premise of the game. Multi-layer gameplay features fast-paced action combat and shrewd decision-making where you must play to the role of your squad by either defending your castle and core with anti-siege weapons, roaming the battlefield to intercept the enemy, capture towers and fire mighty catapults, or by infiltrating the enemy keep with siege weapons and epic cataclysmic spells. Defeating enemies, building devices, and completing objectives will earn you Valor points, which can be used to bring powerful versions of your characters into the fray and help you turn the tide of the battle. So it's kind of like a very interesting way of handling large-scale battles, similar to what MMOs like Guild Wars 2 have in World versus World versus World, but this one is more of a round-based, not permanent progression kind of thing. And yeah, 100 players in one stage, and I'm not sure how many teams there would be, but it seems like there's 5-team, as they mentioned earlier. And then there's the other one, which 2 teams. So the 2-army one probably would be the more popular one, but the 5-army one would probably be the more fun one. Time will tell. On the 24th of January 2023, the game comes out. Same release date as Forspoken, so I'll be busy. And eventually I'll try and find time to play it, since it's free to play, to see if it has any predatory marketing, predatory monetization, or whether it's just cosmetics. Next up, another AAA title getting remade. Dead Space, the sci-fi survival horror classic, returns, completely rebuilt to offer an even more immersive experience, including visual, audio, and gameplay improvements, while staying faithful to the original game's thrilling vision. Dead Space is definitely not my type of third-person shooter, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there love those horror sci-fi third-person shooters with the quality of Dead Space to be expected. So yes, 27th of January 2023 is the release date of this remake, and it's not a remaster, it's a proper remake. At least that's how it seems to me. And yeah, if it's your cup of tea, if you love those third-person sci-fi horror shooters, this one is one to not miss out on, especially if you've played the original and you want to play replay it with improved new generation or new generation-ish graphics. Developed by Motive, published by Electronic Arts. Dead Space on the 27th of January 2023. Now comes another title that might not be as high profile for everyone, but it is high profile for me personally. Superfuse, coming on the 31st of January 2023, is your Diablo style action RPG hack and slash online co-op dungeon crawler. An alien threat looms in a new comic book inspired early access action RPG. Take on waves of grotesque minions with up to 4 friends in co-op, or go it alone and uncover a vast conspiracy that endangers all of humanity. Become a hero in a world where superpowers are controlled, blah blah blah. Steam is cutting off the text with ... so I have to of grotesque abominations alone or with up to 3 friends as you uncover the secrets of the corruption and the gods. So yes, comic book stuff, but the best thing here is this game has a skill system very, very familiar to what I personally have as an idea of how to design a skill system. Obviously, it's not as advanced and as simplified in the same time as the one idea I have, but I really love the skill idea they have in this game. Some people might say it's very similar to Undecember, and they might not be wrong. One way or another, there's very big similarity there. But overall, you have to choose between 2 character classes as you fuse multiple superpowers from the expansive skill tree system to create your unique enforcer that is tailored to your playstyle. And then you optimize the perfect hero with a blend of powerful weapons, high-tech armor, and boosters looted off of the corpses of the monsters you've slain. And there's a campaign that can be played solo or up to 4-man co-op. There's PvE drop-in and out co-op campaign modes, mixing and matching your few superpowers to create the perfect team. Fast-paced, heart-pounding combat, and a lot of looting, a lot of superpowers. I like the game, but I didn't like the performance of the demo. I played the demo, and it was awful. Capital letters awful in terms of optimization. I couldn't play for a few minutes to enjoy the good stuff in the game because of that optimization. Even though the system specs are not as demanding, apparently, the required system specs, maybe it just needs more work. It's gonna be it doesn't say early access, but it says early access in the description, even though Steam doesn't list it as early access. So on the 31st of January 2023, developed by Stitchhead Games, published by Raw Fury. Hopefully they've optimized it better. And I'm looking forward to this game. And this game, I mean, it's high profile only because it has SpongeBob SquarePants in the name. SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake. Developed by Purple Lamp, published by THQ Nordic, releasing on the 31st of January 2023. Wish-granting mermaid's tears in the hands of SpongeBob and Patrick. What could go wrong? Sure, the very fabric holding the universe together could come undone, opening portals into wild wish worlds, but That's nothing our favorite Sponge can't handle, with the right cosmic costume. So this is more of a children-friendly game of some ages, not all ages, I guess, but most kids would be able to enjoy it. So if you have kids or younger siblings, or just want something in the SpongeBob world to enjoy, this game is a recommendation I wanted to include in this list. Unlock classic and new platforming skills like the fish hook swing and karate kick. Don more than 30 fantastic costumes like Snail Bob and Sponge Gar. Travel to 7 distinguished worlds like Wild West, Jellyfish Fields, and Halloween Rock Bottom. Experience all the buddy movie banter with SpongeBob's permanent companion, Balloon Patrick. Meet all your favorite Bikini Bottom mates from the series, voiced by their original actors, mind you. Enjoy the in-game soundtrack featuring 101 songs from the series, including Sweet Victory. To get notified when I upload more content like this one or other builds and guides for Wooter and not so Wooter games, you can subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button to not miss out on notifications. As well as keep in mind there's something called memberships on YouTube, which lets you be a paying member for my channel to get access to perks such as emotes and badges made by me, as well as the option to get one-on-one tutoring for the very basics of Adobe Photoshop, Premiere and After Effects. And memberships can be cancelled at any time if you no longer want to be a member. Thanks for watching all the way until the end, Struck Web. Keep it cool until next time, and goodbye.